Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we have an amazing team showcase for the Ultra Premier, having up on the lead the Como, at the back the Charizard, and in between as our closer this time the Galarian Stunfisk. So this team is pretty amazing, and of course it can work on Great League. I know what you're thinking, but here we're gonna use it on the Ultra Premier. So the main reason that this team works, I believe, is gonna be the Como with its Dragon typing, able to deal a lot of work against the enemy, and of course its fighting type, the other part of Como, is also gonna help against other various threats, and that close combat is just knock down anything. Another key element for this team's success is gonna be the Charizard on the switch, able to flip around everything, even that Swampert matchup that you saw over here if they take that first Blast Burn. So at this point we're just gonna keep going with our Como because we have definitely flipped around that very bad lead that we had against that Talon Ninetales. And if you're wondering, yes, we're gonna see a lot of bad leads on this video. So let's pressure now with those Dragon Claws, and I'm pretty sure they need 5 of those moves, of those fast attacks to reach to a move, so we can take advantage of that and always pressure for those CMPs. Now Stunfisk can go in. We know they have as their last Pokemon the Alola Ninetales, so Como will not be needed that much, and now the Bubble Beam will be taken, but at this point we're just gonna keep pressuring with those Rock Slides. Rock Slide number 1, and after the debuff it is not even enough to finish them off, and still we're gonna lose here the CMP. However, we're gonna use the second one right now, not gonna charge it at all. Let's see, can they survive? Yes, they can. Big news here for my Stunfisk, and now we can still follow with some coming up Rock Slides to finish them off, and yeah, they're just gonna go down. I don't know why they were staying so much in here, because yeah, my Stunfisk is absolutely a beast for this meta. Those excels were really tough to find, and trust me, when you do, this Pokemon is really worth it. So now we're gonna go for the bait into the next one, because we're having the Apollyon up on the lead, and we know that the Pure Drill Peck can absolutely do the work, but we can definitely survive one. So I'm gonna block here, but of course I could have taken it. However, I did not want to get that risky, and it seems like they're kinda weak to my Como, and to be honest, seeing up in front that Apollyon made me think that they had at the back something like a Dragonite or a Kingdra or even both. So we're seeing the Escavalier, which means no double Dragon at the back. So now we're gonna go in with our Charizard. So Charizard is gonna do a lot of work against this Pokemon, obviously only because of those typings, and at this amount of HP I'm pretty sure this Dragon Claw might just be it for the Escavalier. Also having the Blast Burn for the next one, which I expect is gonna be the Apollyon. We're gonna take the seal out of the way, and now Como can go in with a close combat, able to land it for the victory against that Apollyon, and of course whatever lies at the back has to face the wrath of my Shield and the Stunfisk. Down they go, because it's gonna be a Dragonite, and that is gonna be a great game. Dragonite from a closer this time as a lead against our Como, and this is looking pretty bad. We have to block this one if we want to have any chance at all. Not gonna throw, because I know we're gonna lose that CMP, and that can be really troublemaker for us, something like this. Anyways, Charizard now with the Blast Burn, big nuke on that poor Brave Bird there. Of course they're gonna go for it, and they're gonna just destroy me down. However, they still got another Pokemon which is weak to my second Pokemon of the backline. Galarian Stunfisk now can go in and absolutely spread terror into that Ninetales. I know that my Como might be useless at this point, but perhaps this close combat that I have stored up might be kinda good for the end game. Let's see together, because let's get now to the Rock Slide, able to do some really nice damage to the Ninetales, and I was counting the moves here, so that's why I went for a little bit of the overfarm. Down they go, they're gonna take the move, and I'm gonna reach another Rock Slide, but they know I already have a move ready to go for my Como, and they're just gonna top left this battle. Into the next one, another bad lead, this time against the Charizard. We have to catch the move immediately on our Charizard, because yeah, reasons, but they end up using the Blast Burn. This is gonna hurt our Charizard, but to be honest, seeing that Swampert, even a Dragon Claw could put us at a point that a whole Hydro Cannon could be it. We're gonna take a Shield out of them, which is pretty cool. Now Como can go in and absolutely destroy down that poor Swampert, and you can see as to how this team can work for the meta. You want to use your Charizard to bait out the opposing Swampert, so that your Stunfisk is gonna have a much better understanding of the meta and absolutely be a much safer closer overall. Now we're gonna go in with the Stunfisk because we got the 2 shield advantage and we want to charge up as much energy as possible. So Samurott goes in, which is pretty interesting. This is a very nice counter to my Pokemon, but we got a lot of options here, especially with that shield advantage. We're gonna take the first one because doesn't matter, right? We can still survive it while we resist those Hurricanes. We can definitely outspeed here to the Rock Slide. And at this point, down they go. So let's see how they want to play this, because I'm expecting the Swampert to go in, but still they have another Pokemon and I just want to completely farm down. Can I do it? No, I cannot, but I make an amazing catch on the Como. I totally forgot about Como. So now we're gonna catch it. Charizard goes in. Can they reach to the move? Yes, they can. So that is a bummer. Or isn't it? Because we can survive. It is just a Dragon Claw. They were counting the moves. They knew they did not have a Blast Burn ready to go, and that is gonna be a solid victory for my Galarian Stunfisk. Into the next one. What an overwhelming battle that was, and we're having another bad lead against that Pidgeot. Once again the Swampert on the switch, and this is looking pretty horrible. Very hard counter up on the lead, much more hard countered at the back. So let's see how we can absolutely turn this around, because it is looking pretty bad for us. This battle is gonna take a while, so we're just gonna block the move, because we all of a sudden have a chance. They took the first Blast Burn, and to be honest, I have a high rank 1 Charizard here, which means that we can definitely pressure for that Swampert matchup. They are gonna bring now the Stunfisk, just gonna go for the chip move, and now they got the Pidgeot coming in. So we have definitely turned around that very bad lead with our Common not facing right now the Pidgeot, but to be honest, the match is not over yet. They can still nuke us down with their moves if they want to, and those feather dances are still hurting a lot because of those debuffing moves on our attack stat. So now another Rock Slide, and look at how little damage we're gonna deal to them, not even 1/4, which is crazy. So another one right now, able to pressure even more for the 50% in total for that Pidgeot. They make the switch trying to catch a Rock Slide. This is not gonna happen, not today, son. So now we're gonna go with the Como and absolutely take anything they want to throw. I want to go ahead and use my double close combat, but right here I end up blocking the Rock Slide, and that is obviously a mistake. However, we can still go for the close combat. They are gonna take it, down they go, and we got another one for the Pidgeot. Hopefully this is gonna be a CMP. Will it be though? Yes it is. That is looking pretty awesome. I was not sure if I could win that CMP, because Como loses a lot of CMPs, and yeah, it is not the best Pokemon attack weighted, but still we got a Rock Slide ready to go, and that is gonna be a fantastic ending for our team. Aurorus in the next one, and yeah, trainers, this is one of the core breakers for this line, because it can work pretty well individually against all of my 3 Pokemon, and obviously I cannot bring Charizard into play because a pure Meteor Beam might just knock me down. So at this point, I'm just gonna keep pressuring here for the Dragon Claw, and if I had better IVs, well, this could have ended much more to my liking, because I can survive a little bit more, throw the close combat for the end game, but yeah, bad IVs really matter, and that was pretty bad. So now we're gonna keep pressuring here with our Stunfisk, and to be honest, my Rock Slide, I have faith in it, will be enough to finish it off. So I'm just gonna charge up a lot of energy, because I know they cannot hurt me much. This Rock Slide is gonna finish off the Aurorus, and now Machamp is gonna go in. We got the Earthquake, able to deal a lot of damage to the Machamp, and we just need to respect here that Rock Slide. It is gonna be the Rock Slide, gonna block it correctly. They got at the back the Charizard. Can we win this though? Let's get now to the Blast Burn for massive damage on the Shadow Charizard and the Dragon Claw to finish them off, but they still got the shield. They are gonna use it, but now all we need to do is to reach to our Dragon Claw and finish them off. Are they gonna reach the Blast Burn? Yes they are. Down we go. Stunfisk goes in, and all we have to do is to endure the Dragon Claw, but this time they get to the Blast Burn, and down we go. They survived with 1 HP, and that was a heck of a match. Into the next one now with another bad lead, another Ice type. Our Como cannot catch a break, but still you can see that we have a lot of play even against our most hard counters. Even before that we lost, well, that was a pretty close loss. So now we're gonna reach to to that Dragon Claw. After they get the first move, this Pokemon is super low, so I'm like, you know what, just bring it on, we can survive, right? No, we cannot. So down we go, and the Shadow Swampert matchup is always one of the worst for the Charizard. If they happen to have the regular one, this can always turn towards your liking, but the Shadow Swampert is just gonna do a little bit more damage than usual, and that can be kinda problematic. So now Charizard is going in, and they switch out to the Wall Rain, so now I'm just gonna go for those Rock Slides, being super effective to that Pokemon, and of course we still got the Como-O alive. Gonna take the first one, it is gonna be the Earthquake. Oh my goodness, that hurt a lot, and I was hoping they were gonna go for the Icicle Spear, of course they didn't, so now all I want to do is to shield here and completely farm down. Having double Rock Slide might just be it for the Charizard. We are super close to that, let's farm a little bit more here, and I'm pretty sure we can survive those wing attacks. They get to the very smart Dragon Claw, we got the Rock Slide ready to go. This is not gonna end it, but the second one will definitely do the work, because down are the shields and Charizard cannot withstand the damage. Into the next one now with the Como facing the Aurorus for the rematch. Can we win this time? Let's see. Gonna stay in as always, not gonna switch out at all. So my Como here has to nuke down this Pokemon with a complete close combat. However, as always, I'm gonna go for that Dragon Claw bait, and let's see how they can manage. So I'm just gonna try to go for the close combat. I'm seeing I cannot, and then I will hit the Dragon Claw. Cheap damage on the Aurorus, but on the good side, yeah, we took a shield out of them. So that's kind of a win, getting that shield advantage for the end game. And now I have to bring my Stunfisk into play, throw the move, down goes the Aurorus, and perhaps I could have farmed down a little bit more energy than usual, but still that can work pretty nicely for me. I'm just gonna let that one, I believe, and it is gonna be the Earthquake. Oh, I did not let it. Okay, so at the back they have the Ninetales, and all of a sudden we have a much better win con rather than the other time, because now we can survive those moves. We still have a lot of energy to spare, and I'm just gonna go in now with the Charizard, since I can bank one whole Earthquake for the end game. I know this can be only Weather Ball, I'm just gonna take it, no biggies here, and I will try to completely farm down, but I am seeing that I am getting super low, and I do not want to risk it at all. Just gonna throw a cheap Dragon Claw, and now I am already there at the double Blast Burn. One for the shield, one for the nuke. Is this gonna be enough though? Let's do together, because we are not Shadow and they can still survive, but we got the Earthquake ready to go from our Stunfisk, a barrage of attacks to finish off this battle, and that's gonna be a solid victory. Into the next one now, and we're having another bad lead. What a surprise! Bronzong up on the lead. Those confusions are really setting us apart. Gonna get out of there to my Charizard, and I want to reach the Blast Burn, so I want to shield here, but now they make the switch out. They come in with the Kingdra, which is super bad for me right now. We have the disadvantage, but still we got the energy. This analogy here, since now my Charizard can definitely spam those moves, and we can pressure for the second shield. Can we do this? No, we cannot, but still gonna pressure for the energy drop here. So this is gonna be kinda good for us. We can still go in now with the Stunfisk, revealing our final Pokemon while they haven't, and it is gonna be the matchup. So the match is already over, you might think, because we have a very bad alignment, but once again this team is no joke at all. Let's get now to the Earthquake. Are they gonna expect it? They are gonna take it. Como going in, and now we are just gonna get to the close combat before they reach to the Psyshock. Let's get the close combat. They are gonna take it once again, but the match is still not over. Can you imagine this? This battle is crazy. We're gonna take the shield out of play. Now gonna go in with my Stunfisk and try to farm down. It is gonna be the payback, no bulldoze or whatsoever. So now we're gonna see the matchup returning, and the Rock Slide will be clutch at the most critical moment, able to finish off the fighter. What a crazy battle that was. Once again, this video is absolutely nuts. Into the next one, and we're having the close combat from our Como, able to thread down the Stunfisk. So finally we get something of a cool lead scenario, something of a cool lead scenario, yeah, because all those bad leads were absolutely terrible, but still we managed to win somehow. They are having the Pelipper on the Switch. Let's get now to the Rock Slide, and they are way over 50%, which means that the next one might just be it for the Pelipper. This is the Ultra League we are talking about, so everything can survive, pretty much anything. So here comes another Rock Slide. This time it will be fatal for the Pelipper, and let's wait for the next Pokemon. They're gonna return with the Stunfisk, so I'm just gonna keep pressing here for the Earthquake, but they end up going for a move, just a Rock Slide. Okay, so now we can still reach to the Earthquake. Pretty poor energy throw here by my enemy, I believe, and they sacrifice a shield which was not needed, to be honest. So here comes now the close combat. They are gonna block, so they're down 2 blocks, and of course I might be able to finish them off with another close combat, so that's why I'm just gonna shield. At the back they got the Venusaur, and the match is already settled, and we're just gonna boom meat out of the way. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and please consider joining as a member if you want to support even more my efforts here on YouTube. With that said, thank you for watching once again, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.